So, Breach is in California. We have a series of tweets. So here is Mike and Ian, right, in this little
interview
room.
Nice shirt in.
Yeah, so we got that. Got Mike and Ian. This is the one where he's, there with his Pringles. And turns out Ian's sitting beside him.
Can't believe he called a Pringle a chip. Mad.
Yeah.
Mad.
We've got John and Holly.
Yep.
So there, he's interviewing them. Camera's that? Is that
I don't know.
I need to close her up. Anyway. Here we go. It's Thunder Fury.
Thunder
Blessed
Fury,
blade of the wind seeker.
Yeah, that kid in house said one of the tips broken on slightly, but you wouldn't tell unless you look at it. But they did it.
Yeah, there's that again. Day 3. So this is him, I suppose, heading into the actual, this is all NDA'd, but this is like uber NDA'd.
Yeah.
This is like, leak shit from in here, you're blacklisted forever. So that's fun.
Definitely worth it.
And then what actually happened, though, is they lured him in that door and they locked him in here and they're about to kill him.
Yeah, he's actually the one working on the UI, which is hard because he has no equipment.
Actually, that's it. A job has just been forced upon him, and now he's in his empty office and he has to make WoW. Yeah. Here we've got, at the very least, Morgan Day, I think. I am not sure who she is. But anyway, there's Salinka. Is that the Blackmagic 6K?
I don't know.
Is that the 4K or the 6K? Anyway.
Shut up, nerd.
But there we go. He's talking to people. People are making the game. He did say Blizzard did not ask him to come over. He asked. He paid for it. And he gets to ask whatever he wants without scuffed time constraints. They said yes. So basically he was like, right, I want to come over and do this. These are my terms. Can I do it? Said yes. And that's no small, to be very clear, that is no small expense. Like, if he had to fly 2 people out there, I'm fairly sure he will lose money on this trip. And I mean
in the short term, yes.
In the short term. Yeah, like, long term, it's obviously a great thing to do. But I just mean that to say, this isn't a go do the thing to get that bag. It's definitely not that.
No. This is
he's a super passionate guy and he does actually give. He does care a lot. It's very weird. There's like a humongous fucking, not humongous, but like there's a sizable like fucking hate cabal out for him. And it's really weird because they constantly seem to think things about him that he doesn't think or say. I don't get it.
No, it's because, and we'll talk about this a little bit later.
Oh shit.
Because of my experience on Twitter this week. The internet has broken people's brains.
Oh yeah, you had even like a fucking analyst from Liquid and fucking Fingal who used to like work with Preach is just completely like, I'm going to miss this point on purpose so I can do a dunk in Twitter. Like what the fuck, dude? Has everyone on Twitter Bird website lost their fucking minds?
Bird website breaks your brain. Yes, that is hard confirmed for me. Yes, but it's a thing where people just
the replies to online, your tweet were like actual fucking brain hurting. Like the sheer levels of missing the point. It's like I could only see it as being missing the point on purpose because I find it hard to imagine someone being that stupid. Yet I'm forced to conclude it might be the latter.
People aren't stupid. People exhibit stupidity.
It's a great way of putting it. Yeah.
Yeah, it is very much leave your IQ and your shoes at the door. Very intentionally. The whole way communication and thought process have changed online is very much immediate, just immediate. Engage in whatever way is most emotionally gratifying to you at the time. Which for some people who are reasonably level-headed and try to, engage seriously on the Bird website for some reason, maybe because they're trying to be reasonable in general, but you engage in good faith sometimes and you go, yeah, well, what could this person possibly have meant? Is this the entirety of this person's opinion? Then you've other people who go, so I actually literally got derailed because I just read what Caligula said and laughed internally. There might be a limit to human intelligence. There is no limit to human stupidity. That's great.
Yep.
But it's, what was he going to say? Yeah, it's people will dehumanize anyone online because they're just a name. They're not a person, not a fully fledged person. They're just an abstract concept to either like or hate. And that comes with parasocial stuff. And that's where Preach is people are like, Preach is against my tribe because he
Yes.
left World of Warcraft. And that's like the super extreme level of human. You are fundamentally a traitor to my way of life. That's how it feels to people. And, you sit down and go, one, it's only a fucking video game. Two, how does that make them a traitor? But those things actually require you to not just have the capacity to, which everyone has the capacity to do that. Otherwise, the world would be literally like living in hell.
Yeah.
People have that capacity. It's just, do you choose to flick that switch and go, okay, let's consider this? Or do you go, here's my take, and I'm back into the fucking, I'm back into the nether worrying about my own life and putting all my effort there.
Yeah,
People go
it's
online and don't go, I'm going to truly thoughtfully do this. They just go, preach. Oh yeah, he quit WoW. I like WoW. He bad. He come back. Bastard. And that's not because they're stupid. It could be. But it's because they're not, because there's no stakes in that engagement.
I guess
they get to just make a WoW comment and say, fuck that guy.
Terminally online people are brainlets when they're terminally online.
Yeah.
They then turn around, file their taxes, go to work, and have a family.
Yeah.
And that's, I think, what makes it so hilarious, because you see some completely crazy, unhinged comment, but then you look at the person's profile picture. It's like, what the fuck? You look like a real human. How did this just come out of your mouth?
Yeah.
What? How do you cook dinner without burning yourself?
Yeah.
And then it turns out Twitter is, I guess, not an accurate portrayal of who people really are. And then that's really interesting because as Twitter becomes just online fucking hellscape discourse in general becomes more and more how discourse is in the world, then it's like everyone, it's basically just fucking parodies of people fighting other parodies of other people.
It's really funny. I love it to pieces. I love it so much.
Yeah.
It's
and then because we don't go outside anymore, we don't get to be real people with real people, which means we fucking all Flanderize ourselves and each other. And then everyone is Flanderized.
That's exactly the problem.
That's how humanity falls.
Yeah, because people don't find tribes outside, they find tribes online. And then all the tribalism's online where there's no stakes whatsoever. And that isn't, you might... see, I was just about to Twitter it. I was just about to do what people do on Twitter, which is defend a stance that is completely fucking unhinged because someone's going to have that unhinged response. And I was about to say that, not to say that online tribes are necessarily bad or anything like that. I was just about to go on that whole diatribe. I'm like, I don't need to say that. You're all reasonable. You're all watching this and you're going, yeah, we understand what you're saying. I don't have to make up some weird but what if someone takes everything I say in the worst possible faith? I don't have to think that here because viewers are reasonable. It's crazy.
Yeah. It does make shit easy for us.
Yeah.
That's usually what I notice is stuff only really gets unhinged as it, falls into our output online. Whenever something goes beyond our normal audience and then people just, the content aware fill tool on Photoshop. It's like people get 3 pixels of us and then they just content aware fill a whole 1080p canvas out of that, and then they fight with that. It's like, nah, that's just not it.
Yeah.
So anyway, we'll get some shit out of Preach soon, and I'm very excited.
And it will be...
He's going to return home with a big bag full of React content.
Yeah, it's going to be absolutely one of the... I think probably the best moment in all of World of Warcraft history for interview, at least in modern World of Warcraft history. Assuming it hasn't all gone very weird, but yes.
And given the tweets and the promo, I think it almost certainly has not.
Yep, for sure.
So good shit, Mike.